The El Paso and Northeastern Railroad built the Mexican Canyon Trestle to access the Sacramento Mountain timber. In the process, it soon became a tourist attraction in the region. Since the last train descended the mountain in 1947, the trestle has seen little in repairs. It is in danger of collapse. Like the S-curve bridge just around the bend, which fell in 1960, we can prevent this if we act now. Forestry Services archaeologist Eric Dillingham gives safety instructions to volunteers. The project involves federal and state agencies, the Apache Nation, the BNSF Railroad, Rails to Trails, and ordinary people who just want to help.
Yeah, I'm not one anymore. A wooden frame bent trestle. It's 323 feet long, 60 feet high. Being that it's made out of wood, it's starting to decompose rapidly. So what is a frame bent? Well, we've got 23 of them on this trestle, and as you work today, you'll see some numbers along the sides of the trestle on the west side, and those numbers are bent from one end all the way to the other.
Spearheading this project is New Mexico Representative Steve Pierce.
Now then, we've got volunteers, we've got free timbers, we've got free milling and some engineering studies. The Rails to Trails at that point got really involved. Forest Service, meanwhile, is plowing their resources in. They've got 120,000 or whatever. But basically you have kind of a whole loose association of people that just have one common deal, and that's we would like. I want my grandkid to see that, because that's my earliest view of New Mexico.
A donation of vintage rails brought out professional railsmen and volunteers to remove them for use on the Mexican Canyon Trestle. No spikes. You can help the work continue. We need your involvement to save this unique piece of American history. That's what you call cinema.
Hey, you guys! We have an expert here that's going to tell us what they're doing down there.
Alright, it took me a while to catch my breath. My name's Kevin Trickle. I'm with Osmos Railroad Services. I manage a few projects. I'm in charge of our inspection and treating department. And I also manage some timber maintenance projects such as this. I don't think I'll be the project manager for this one, but the inspection and treating portion I will be. What we're doing, of course, there's a lot of members down there, bents. Each one of these is considered a bent. Every vertical line of posts. What we're doing is we're drilling holes, we're hammer sounding, listening for any types of hollowness. And even if we don't hear something, we're still drilling holes to find out what the condition of the posts and the horizontal members are, such as your stringers, which most of those, if you don't know what stringers are, those are the upper portion of the deck that actually run from bent to bent. We're checking the caps and the sills, and of course mud blocking. Normally when they drive timber piling, because it's so rocky here they can't, and that's usually your foundation for your bridge, but here they have mud blocks. They're actually set on the ground, and because it's so rocky it keeps everything up. But back to the inspection process. What we use is a 12-inch 3/8 bit. We have them specially cut for our application. We use DeWalt drills, just rechargeables, and we'll drill these holes. And then we'll go ahead and use this, which is an indicator. It just has a series of numbers, and we'll try to figure out if anybody's seen an old tree trunk that's rotted out in the middle. That's basically what we're looking for in these posts. And I guess we can pass that drill bit around, and we'll just use regular yellow crayon chalk and mark down our void readings, and we have a standard for that. And then after we're done with that, we put a treated 3/8 inspection plug, so that way it doesn't deteriorate anymore. But this here, I think, was this bottom portion. You see how it's darker than the upper? This bottom, I think, was replaced because of the water, because the drying water effect creates decay. So I think the majority of it, this bottom portion is going to...
Inspector, those are the areas that we're looking for. So we would take our drill, find the area, suspect area, drill a hole. And as you can see, there wasn't much wood left.
No resistance at all.
And we take this, which is an indicator, and if you look at it close, it's got a little barbed end, and then it's graduated inches. It has the numbers on it, and this allows you to kind of hook this shell here of the good wood with a little upward pressure. So you can go in the hole, you can hook about, well, there's about an inch there, and then there's about 10 inches of nothing.
You took a photo sheet sent with that email. That is A+. Did your camera pick up that sepia, or did you do that yourself? You in Photoshop? Right. Speed bump, especially somebody carrying all over it, has ever dropped the speed and then accelerated.
Our biggest challenge was reaching bent one. Once we managed to win that battle, 10 was probably the other challenge. It was so bad. It was one that was actually the worst one of the bridge, which one of them. Yeah, a lot of the timber bridges are old or older, but
A little better shape.
yeah, because they a lot of the other ones that are this old, they run trains over, so they do maintenance on them. They have to. So yeah, this is by far the worst one we have ever seen.